Remolding already, eh?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Son, you've just my wife. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Today we review the Titan's Return Deluxe figure, Brainstorm, with Titan Master Teslor. This figure is a remold of the Titan's Return Deluxe Blur, sold separately. Duh. And to its credit, it does look much cooler than Blur, even though they share most of the same construction. But any figure with a faceplate instead of cybernetic lips is going to look cooler no matter what. The box shows off the figure well in the front and gives you a peek at the alt mode. Character art is on the side panel, and on the back it shows off both modes for the figure and the Titan Master head. Very basic instructions are given for how to use the Titan Master figure with the vehicle, and other figures are shown that they want you to buy, along with a diagram showing how the Titan Master heads may interchange with other figures in this line. The bio reads, "The Autobots unite with Titan Master partners to power up for battle. Autobot Teslor increases the genius of Brainstorm, making his brilliant inventions even more advanced." No pretentiousness there. Let us unbox Brainstorm and review him properly to see how smart he really is. And here is Brainstorm out of box and in his alt mode. Even though it's a retool of Blur, it does an excellent job of looking different. The protruding wings on the side guns and the double-barreled array at the front, which are characteristic of Brainstorm's Generation 1 iteration, are all there, along with an opening cockpit. The colors are mostly dark gray with some lighter gray and a kind of teal. There is plenty of molded detailing with lots of grooves and lines, vents and bebops to give the vehicle plenty of dimension, and the fins sticking up and out all over are enough to satisfy the spaceship geek in all of us. Even turning it over, it looks pretty good, with the robot bits almost completely hidden except for the hands. They even have some detailing on the wings that is very well done. I don't know if it's paint or a sticker. Whatever it is, though, I likes it. They are neatly applied and highlight the figure very well. They included landing gear, sort of, which allows the ship to roll well enough across a flat surface. Brainstorm comes with a Titan's Return trading card, the heavily wadded instruction booklet. Also included is a gun accessory which will plug into any one of a number of holes onto Brainstorm's body, including these peg holes on the side of the vehicle, and it will also plug into this array beneath the canopy for a tripod gun. Teslor, the included Titan Master figure, has a 360-degree miniature rotating head, swiveling arms that also will tilt very slightly in and out, swiveling hips, swiveling knees. Not much, but still more articulation than some of the original Generation 1 figures had. The Titan Master can be folded into a seated position and inserted into the cockpit of Brainstorm. How cute. The instructions show how to do some sort of weird alternative alt mode for Brainstorm. Remove the Titan Master figure from the cockpit. Unplug these nacelles from the side of the vehicle for a moment. Tilt the front of the canopy down and remove it from these two pegs at this hinge at the front. They insert into these slots here for the vehicle mode. Tilt this hinge back into place and plug the nacelles back into the sides, like so. Flip out this landing gear from the top of the canopy and turn it upside down. These two peg holes at the sides will then plug into these holes at the sides of the nacelles of the vehicle as a kind of a sidecar. You may then insert the Titan Master into this little cubby hole to have him ride in his sidecar. How humiliating. To transform the vehicle to its robot mode, again unplug the nacelles from the sides of the vehicle. Once the nacelles have been spread apart from the sides, turn the vehicle over and unfold these panels from the legs to split them in half, like so. Once that has been done, you may rotate the rear assembly forwards to form the shins. Split the legs apart, take this fin and rotate it until it is inside this leg cavity. Once that has been done, reclose the shin flaps. Plug these tabs into these slots here to lock them into place. Take the feet and fold them forwards and down to complete the legs. Take this section of the cockpit and fold it inside to form Brainstorm's mighty abs. Take the cockpit canopy and fold it down until it clicks into place. Now that the lower body has been transformed, complete folding the nacelles back up and lock them into place at the sides of the robot's shoulders. You will see that there is a small tab on the sides of this hinge with a corresponding groove on the inside of the shoulder assembly. Those push together and lock into place. Flip the nacelles so that they are facing upside down to form the robot's arms. You will see the fists are covered with this kind of cuff. They unpeg and fold backwards like so. Take this landing gear wheel assembly and fold it backwards until it pegs into place with the wheel inserted into this hole here. The robot mode is mostly complete. All that remains is to take the small Titan Master figure, point the legs straight down, fold the arms down to his sides, then yoga him into half with his legs folded up against the back of his body. You may then take the Titan Master's head, which has become a peg, and insert it into this hole at the top of the robot to give Brainstorm his cool, no silly cybernetic lips head. And of course the little gun accessory can be plugged neatly into either one of Brainstorm's hands. And here is Brainstorm in robot mode, and I must say I'm impressed. The Titans Return Deluxes were not combiners, and I've been used to Deluxes being combiners after several months of the Combiner Wars line. I wondered how anyone could go back to vanilla Deluxes, but now I can see how. For Brainstorm just looks cool. The colors and detailing set him off well, and the extra detailing really shines out. Even the little wings attached to his shoulders somehow look like they should be there. The only thing that kind of detracts is that the canopy is now a very large parts-forming piece. It can be held in Brainstorm's hand as a gun, but let's face it, it just looks kind of silly. Or it can be slung over his back by inserting these tabs into these grooves so that it is slung across his back like some sort of weird portable toboggan. But even that doesn't draw much away from this excellent toy. There is some slight hollowness to the forearms and the shins, but it still feels very solid. None of the joints are loose or floppy, and unlike Scourge, even the head fits on nice and snug. The little extra wings at the fronts of the shoulders look pretty cool too. They didn't need to put them on, but I'm glad that they did. Even the big wings attached to his shoulders somehow look like they should be there. The Titan Master head will rotate a full 360 degrees and even tilt slightly forwards and backwards on its Titan Master peg hinge, so Brainstorm can look all around and lord his IQ over all the dumb robots. The shoulders are ball-socketed and allow for a full 360-degree rotation, along with a hinge that will allow them to swivel in and out to a surprisingly large degree given all of this wing kibble. You can still pose the arm in a wide range without bumping into any of the other parts. There are bicep rotations on both arms and 90-degree bending elbows. The wrists will rotate in their sockets, although they will not tilt in or out. Unlike some of the Titans Return Deluxe figures, Brainstorm comes with full waist rotation, an excellent addition of which I heartily approve. The hips are ball-socketed and will rotate 180 degrees forwards and backwards, and splay out to a full 90 degrees. Upper thigh rotation is also included, as well as 90-degree bendable knees. The toes will fold up and down on a hinge as part of the transformation, so not only can you get an impressive range of poses from your Brainstorm figure, but the figure is also very well balanced, so you can get him to hold his poses without much support, and make them stable enough that he won't topple over. An excellent job all around. For size comparison, here is Titan's Return Brainstorm next to Thrilling 30's Windblade. Here is Titan's Return Brainstorm next to Combiner Wars Victorion. And here is Titan's Return Brainstorm next to an electronic 20 questions ball. Anyone who is on the fence about the Titan's Return line should definitely look at this figure. Not all may match him in quality, but if you can get this one on your shelf, you will certainly not find it a wasted effort. Positive aspects include strong alt and robot modes, excellent detailing, good accessories, pleasing color scheme, strong articulation, and even a decent-looking head/Titan Master. Negative aspects are some parts forming with the canopy, a kind of silly sidecar mode, some hollowness to the forearms and shins. But the positives definitely outweigh the negatives, and I give Brainstorm/Teslor 9 out of 10 deaths. Looks like the people at Walgreens were the real smart ones.
If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone, oh baby, tell them all, and tell me I'm your own.